Wednesday night, September 27th, 2023. Welcome to the Prolocar live stream. I'm your host, as always, Prolocar. What's going on, everybody? Nice to see some people in the chat. Hi, little Maggie Pie. Nice to see you again. Thank you for the compliments on the intro. Anything you see on this production that takes that makes you feel cool, and well, not makes you feel cool, but looks cool and that you like, just know that it is it was done and crafted by completely ignoring my children. So there you go, right? It's always sacrifices, right? You got to make a little sacrifice here and there just to kind of make something look a little cool, look a little good, add some production. Always sacrifices being made. But I hope everyone is finding themselves well tonight. I hope that everyone is safe in their homes, because the world is crazy out there. You could come across someone who doesn't like you out there, right? Come across someone who doesn't like you, and it isn't like the Wild West in this game where you can just go, all right, partner, get the fuck away from me, bro, or I'll cap you. No cap. For real. It ain't like that. So yeah, world's crazy, world's scary, and what better time than now to just kind of sit in our safe homes, in our basements or living rooms, or maybe you won't. Maybe you live in a small little closet. You know, maybe you worked out a deal with someone where you can kind of live in their tiny little closet that's about 4 feet by 4 feet, and you'd be lucky if the door closes all the way. And that's all you got. But it's okay. As long as you're safe there, it's fine. You can call it a safe room if you'd like. I call this my safe room, even though there are no locks, and anyone can just kind of come down here. I don't even know if someone's in that room behind me. No idea if someone's behind me. I have no idea. Is my wife playing tricks on me? Is she going to fuck with me later? I have no idea. But there really isn't much to address before we get into this. This is Chapter 8 of Red Dead Redemption 1, the I once played this game playthrough, and we're nearing the end. We might be able to knock it out tonight, or maybe next week, who knows. In fact, I have to look at this. Yes, if we do not complete this tonight, then the game will be going into overtime, subtly encroaching in to our spooky season, where we are going to definitely be playing some Undead Nightmare. So hopefully, and I don't want to rush this game. I say this every time I sit down to play. I never like to rush this game. I don't. But we are in the year of way too many games. There are too many games coming out. There are too many games on the horizon that are already out, that are already announced. Mortal Kombat 1 has taken over my life. Every single time I'm doing anything but playing that game, it feels like I'm wasting my time. And yes, that includes reading to my children and spending time with my wife, because that game is really fun. It's a lot of fun. But we'll get into that more on Friday, when it's Fight Night Fridays, with such an original title like that. How can you go wrong? Staying tuned live here on the Prolocar live stream. But before we get in fully, let's go ahead and do some roll call, and let's give some shout outs to anyone who is watching. You. Lil Maggie Pie. Make sure you check out Lil Maggie Pie right here. Teamfight Tactics, I'm not familiar. It looks fun.
Oh gosh, and I run it down again. Yeah, I'm doing great.
Good content. Good content. Well, hello there, partner. CJ the Snowboarder. What's going on, First Time Chatter? How are you doing? We were just doing some roll call before we come in and play some Red Dead Redemption 1 live here on the Look, I'm alone in my basement with a gun. It's not real. But still, I'm left unattended to do whatever I will. And what I choose to do is, I don't know, eat this gun. Wait, thank you for following. That's very nice. This is a gun that I've had since I was a tiny little child. Back in the day when they gave you guns as toys and it was actual real metal. And if a cop saw you with this, they'd probably be like, yeah, man, let's shoot that kid. But anyway, we're doing some roll call. Little Maggie Pie, that was some cool game. Thank you so much. We'll go ahead and give another roll call. Shout out to CJ the Snowboarder. No game, no problem. That is okay. We will we'll just shout out the channel. Why not? Go ahead. Look, check out this jabroni over here.
Busted, 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 busted makes me feel good.
Yep.
Ah!
It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen, and it might happen. Look, the chances of that happen are not always going to happen, but it's not like it never will happen. It will happen. It might happen. Who knows? Who knows, right? All right, so we're going to get into this. CJ the Snowboarder, by the way, are you a fan of Red Dead Redemption? Thank you for the follow. Are you a fan of Red Dead Redemption? Are you just cruising the Twitch streams? Did you hear about me on TikTok? Because I'm going to tell you now, I feel like TikTok's kind of not the place anymore to advertise anything or, you know, anything. It used to be you could have like a cool cat, right? Take a video of them and be like, look at this cool ass cat, and you got like 1 million fucking views, and there you go. And now it's like you have perfectly crafted material, and maybe like 4 people view it. My wife goes through this too. She's also a creator on TikTok, and she makes some of the best shit. And I'm not saying that just because she's my wife. She's actually very, very, very talented, and she gets like a view, like 100, and a couple likes. Who knows? Yeah, fake toy guns like those cost hundreds nowadays, but to be fair, they are quite an improvement. Oh, you know, hey, I will say, I buy my kids Nerf guns and stuff, and you know that's cool. It's a Nerf gun, but I do miss the days when we could load things like this up with like little caps and shoot. It was fun, but we lived a dangerous lifestyle. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our tonight's festivities proper with some good old Red Dead Redemption 1, which we are very, very close to the end. Very close to the end. And you know, it's crazy. I've played this game. God, have I played Red Dead Redemption 1 more than Grand Theft Autos, any of the Grand Theft Autos, or Elden Ring? No. I've played other games more than this. But it's still one of my favorite games of all time. I say this every stream because I have to, because I feel like I'm not playing this game the way that I normally do. This game is I love loneliness in video games. I love like this title screen, just chilling, just chill at the title screen, and here we are, this, and there you go. And I love stuff like this. That's why I feel a little bad that I rushed this a little bit just to get into October to play Undead Nightmare, and then also get back to other games that we have playing on the channel. But I gotta say, no, you know what? I don't feel so bad this time because I don't have the time I used to. When I played this all the time, I had all the time in the world, and now I don't. So it's okay that I'm at least sitting down and playing and revisiting a game that I love so much. So let's get back into it. Press start, not X. Yeah, will we encounter Dutch tonight? Who knows? Will we get back to our ranch tonight? Who knows? Will John Marston shoot a bunch of people and completely forget about it the next time he has a main story mission where he has to play the good guy? Maybe. Most likely. That's a more guaranteed result. Is that we do a lot of what I like to call stupid shit and try to get away with it. But here we go. We got dressed up for this occasion. So why don't we make the most of it, right? Oh. And by the way, you know what's funny? Like, I noticed something. The past couple days, it felt like something got lodged in my nose. And as much as I blew my nose and went, it doesn't get out. So if I'm touching my nose a lot, I did not just do an entire line of cocaine. I have something in my nose. Maybe it's cocaine. Who knows? I'm not really a hardcore Red Dead fan, but I really want to play through Red Dead 1 because I've only played Red Dead Online. Oh, so you only played Red Dead Online, like Red Dead 2 Online? Like, I think, yeah, they had it as a standalone game. So you played Red Dead 2 Online. Okay, but you didn't play the story? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, that's cool. That is cool. We're near the end of the game on this one, by the way. So I would not be upset if you know, just said, I don't want to see the rest of the story. Hey, DeMonte, what's going on? Nice to see you, sir. But yeah, we're like very near the end of Red Dead Redemption 1's story. So if you don't want to be spoiled, I'm totally fine with you saying, all right, I'm noping out. Or if you don't care about spoilers, fine. But just like DeMonte, hey DeMonte, how's your Red Dead 2 journey going? I think you're revisiting it. I don't think you're new to it. But if you've only played Red Dead Online, that's awesome. Because that means you have not played Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2's story, which are probably the best stories in gaming. I will die on that hill. Even though I like a lot of other games. Even though Westerns are not my favorite genre. You know, I like fantasy and put a sword and shield in my hand and all that shit. Although I am not a nerd, so no spells. No nerdy spells and shit. These fists don't need spell slots, motherfucker. That's what my favorite is. However, Red Dead 2 story is fucking amazing. I'm new to it, and I'm playing the story. Oh, nice, man. So how far are you? Did you, are you in Lemoyne? What chapter are you in, by the way? DeMonte, I'd like to know. What chapter are you in? Let's see. Hold on a second. Let's, open our container. And let's see something here. We got some revolver ammo. What time is it? Oh, it's 6 a.m. Is it 6 a.m. or 6 p.m.? Oh, no, that's... I don't know. Let's find out.
Hello, Mr. Marston.
Hello there. How you doing? Your Red Dead Redemption journey is getting good, and you're on chapter 4 now. Ooh, okay. You're on chapter 4. All right. Well, DeMonte, as I always say, take your time with this game. Play it nice and slow, and try to observe every little thing. Find every little thing that you can. Because let me tell you, you'll experience the story once, and if you're in chapter 4, then you are in some interesting times. I'll just say that. I'll just say that. Chapters 1 through 4 are could be an act all in of themselves, and then everything after that is all an act in and of itself. No spoilers. Just saying, hey, you know, enjoy the times that you got with your friends. That's all I'm saying. All right. Hey, you just gonna sweep that shit? Sweep it on my boots? And you just clocking out for the day? That's it? Really? Alright, well. I'm gonna wipe this fucking dust off me. You don't even know where you're going, do you?
Beg your pardon, madam.
That's right.
Is that a pistol in your pocket, or you just checking out my cleavage?
Well, both. Is there an option C? For both?
Shot of whiskey.
Out of whiskey. There we go. I added a whole bunch of new sounds, and I did not actually add them into the folder, so I'm a little bit upset about that. But that's okay. We'll just get another drink, because why not? Why go through any of this sober? Why? Just why? No. We're in the West. People probably aren't wiping their asses properly, and might as well just drink because the alcohol will sanitize something. It'll sanitize something, right? I certainly hope so. Certainly do.
Someone told me that the town idiot has gone and learned to read.
I have no holster for this. All right, let's get the fuck out of this bar. Thanks a lot there, buddy. Ho ho! How drunk are we?
Hi there.
Not drunk enough. All right, let's get back onto the streets here. On the mean streets of Blackwater. Oh.
I believe you're a dadgum liar.
Whatever. You can believe whatever you want. I believe whatever I want. I believe anything that anyone tells me because I'm John Marston and I got no reason to believe elsewhere. Otherwise, not elsewhere.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm a little bit toasty right now, but it's all good. Hey, you know what? It's is it nighttime? I think it's nighttime. Oh shit. Well, if it's nighttime, then it's the right time. How about we just kind of do something real quick here? Let's go ahead and catch up on the daily events because we all love when I read that fucking paper. And I think we do have another paper to read. Gotta stay up to date, right? Gotta stay up to date. Gotta be abreast of the situation, right? This was
Hoes mad. 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 Hoes mad.
Yo, what is going on there, Cantos? There can only be one person there that uses that sound. You know what, man? You know what? Hi, how are you, Jason? Nice to see you again, man. It's nice to hear from you. Nice to hear those sounds coming in my ears. Hoes are always mad over here, and that's okay. Hey, thank you for cashing in the pizza rolls there, DeMonte. Very much appreciated. We'll give you some pizza rolls right back. Going right back. Sup, bruh? I love coming to your stream. I got interest. You do have interest music. In fact, we may be doing something different with the sounds, but don't worry. Jason, you are a VIP. You know, it's funny. You are the very first person to ever sub to my channel, even though Steve has subbed way more. And it just goes to show that you've earned your VIP title. Thank you for the hello. Oh, yes. Hello there. No, but you do have your own entrance music. And I think I'm going to text you a personal command you can use that you can always use that. And nobody else will know it. And only you will know it. And there you go. If I ever decide to make these channel points cost bits, which might actually happen in the future. I don't know. We've been getting more and more traffic into the stream lately. And, you know, look, if all the sounds are free, then, yeah, everyone's going to fuck with me. So, as much as I actually do like that, I'll tell you I don't. But I like it. You know, I wouldn't want to take that pleasure away from you. Ooh, now you're special. You've always been VIP on there. I mean, you got the VIP badge. You do. You got the VIP badge. Definitely got the VIPs. But what's going on, man? How have you been? Are you finding yourself well? Are you feeling good? Are you still playing Baldur's Gate 3? You're gonna change your ringtone to Hose Mad. Hey, man, Hose Mad is a great ringtone because the hose always mad. You know, you gotta do something for the hose, right? Let's see here. New governor comes under attack. Okay, I think we're up to date on this one. Hold on, no, are we? America welcomes refugees. America continues. Hold on. Where did we leave off? Bulldog's Lip. No, we definitely read that one. Okay. No, you're going to change my ringtone? Oh, well, you know what? That's really good, but I never fucking call you, so it'll never ring. You're good and you're high as fuck right now? What the fuck? I didn't know you get down. Are you? I don't know you like to get wet. I do text you. So that's going to play every time I text you. That's going to get annoying at dinner. Oh, man, that is. Yeah, we're not too much into that anymore, man. Used to all the time. In fact, when I played this game, I used to be high as fuck every fucking time I played it, and now I'm not, and it's weird. Although I haven't smoked in like 8 years now, so go figure, right? And not at all, bro. All right, so what do we got here? All right, you know what? Let's read the first one. Ready? Okay, here we go. We got the what the fuck is this? Pine tobacco in Millicent cigarettes. Oh boy, the smoother, healthier smoke for the whole family. Only the finest tobacco. Breathe in the goodness, satisfaction, and well-being guaranteed. There is no well-being back then. Thank you for the content, Cat, by the way. Very much appreciated there, CJ. And now that you don't have to drive a company vehicle, actually, that is a good point. Although you really have to fuck up if they're gonna piss test you. Let's be real here. Technically speaking, I probably could do it right now, but I don't know. I got a little weird with it. You know what I mean? And not like weird in a weird way. I used to do it. Used to listen to music, be fine. Then I started isolating way more, and I just Plus, also, man, I got kiddos. It'd be too fucking high to drive them to the hospital if they, have a TV fall on them, which may or may not happen. Who the hell knows? New governor comes under attack. Blackwater politician Aldous Worthington has been vehemently outspoken in his criticism of Nate John's appointment as state governor. Mr. Worthington's accusations are damning, ranging from corruption and vote rigging to extortion, kidnapping, and sexual depravity. Moreover, he believes that the wealthy Johns family, large stakes in local business, not to mention the railroads, compromise his ability to be a fair and just leader of the people. Mr. Johns has dismissed Aldous Worthington as a hack and his allegations as the jealous slurs of a pitiful man desperately clinging to the career like a drowning man to a piece of wood. Much like Titanic. Right. Plus, they've changed the rules a couple years ago. Yeah, they did change the rules a couple years ago, and we're all better for it because I cannot count the amount of people that I've known in this industry that I work in that have lost their jobs because they pissed dirty and they were actually really, really good at their job. Which just goes to show that if you work a blue-collar job and you're responsible with it, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Maybe not drink, or do too much speed, or not enough speed. And maybe you gotta find the right concoction of alcohol. Look, I'm just playing a character. This is not real. Everything I say is fictitious and for comedic purposes only. But yeah, drink on the job all the time and drive a car. It's fine. This is just a joke. Seriously. Alright. Automobile deaths up. Lynchings down. Only 127 lynchings were recorded in the United States in the last year, the smallest number recorded in 20 years. All but 4 of the cases were Negroes. Jesus Christ. Is Twitch going to come after me after saying that? I'm reading the paper from 1911. God damn it. Jason, are you okay with me saying this word? You represent all of the people. That's basically what I'm getting at. Okay, civil rights groups applauded the statistic, saying it shows real progress has been made. The number of people killed in automobile accidents is rising. Now, however... Fuck! Officials cite the reason as automobiles routinely exceeding 20 miles per hour, putting children and the elderly and horses at risk. Thank you, Ari. Thank you so much for that. And Ari Shadow is in the... What is going on? How are you doing tonight? That is right. I think it's your theme music, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? Appropriate, right? Wait, you're the black guy in your relationship. I am the black guy in the relationship with Vince, indeed. You trying to be Steve now? Actually, no. Steve is trying to be somebody. Good old Steven. It's kind of funny, I actually talk about Steve at work. I'll be like, hey, look, Steve's dancing for money now because he does DDR streams. And it's great. He actually does pretty good DDR streams. It brings in a good bit of people. I watch it. It's pretty fun. It really is. Alrighty, here we go. Wait, where did we leave off? The main headline. Here we go. Tyrannical governor overthrown. I said that all weird. Tyrannical governor. A Tyrannosaurus governor. Overthrown. Is Sanchez next? The bloody rebellion in Mexico claimed its first high-profile victim yesterday with the killing of a state governor, Colonel Agustin Allende, governor of Nuevo Paradiso, just south of the border below New Austin, was killed yesterday, following a firefight with rebels. Unsubstantiated reports suggest American mercenaries may have been fighting on both sides during the battle. Abraham Reyes, leader of the rebel band that is trying to overthrow General Sanchez's government and improve conditions in Mexico, claimed this was a great victory that will lead all the way to the presidential palace in Mexico City. Colonel Allende, who had been implicated in several massacres and other atrocities in the region, was not a popular governor, and locals cheered when they heard the news of his demise. Mr. Reyes promised to bring greater political freedom to Nuevo Paradiso and set up a workers' council immediately, while at the same time releasing a new state anthem. a ballad of his own composition. That was hard to read because I can't zoom all the way in, and little tiny text with my outdated glasses are not a good combination. I'm also stupid and can't read, and say these things to cover for myself when I stumble over my words, because me not know words right do me. Indeed. Until you find out you have 2 left feet for DDR. Indeed, indeed. And you know what though? It is a good time though. It really is. I mean, dude, he's actually, it's weird. He'll play DDR, and he does like Stepmania DDR, where people make their own step charts to all different types of songs. And he's doing like all types of music, and he's not getting clapped on Twitch, I think, because he deletes his VOD immediately and then just re-uploads it to YouTube. So if you want to watch the replay, on YouTube's the way to do it. And also, it's bringing in a lot of good traffic to his channel, so I'm impressed. I'm impressed. But I can still technically say he's dancing for money. And that's a good thing to say. I like saying that about my friend. He dances for money. He quit his job. He dances for money. Everything I just said is 100% factual. New federal government agency does exist. Federal government officials in Washington were quick to point out that they had not been in fact lied to when denying the existence of a national-level crime-fighting authority, the name of which they refused to reveal to reporters. A government spokesman, who insisted on remaining nameless, suggested that this agency is not there to stop criminal activity, it is there to investigate it once it has occurred. That way, it will keep both the prisons and the execution industries in business. It is a vital cog in our economy, and taxpayers, as well as people on the street, will be proud of the work it is going into for generations. So how can you say we lied? I don't even know the meaning of the word. Rumors that the body of or agency has set up regional headquarters in Blackwater were strenuously denied. It's all fucking true. Steve is playing it smart and selective, where to put the whole VOD, to put the VOD, oh, I'm sorry, you misspoke. Steve is playing it smart and selective, where to put the VOD, yes. Fuck you, okay. Fuck you, Autotext, yeah. He is doing a good job with it, and dude, this is the thing, I think this all kind of stemmed from, me and Steve's conversations I can't tell who came up with which idea or whatever. Still think I'm the one that came up with the Space Ghost theme, but we'll get back to that later. The important thing, though, is when we were talking about this, it all stemmed from me playing GTA. I want to play every GTA up until GTA 6 comes out, because let's say they announce it, it's going to delay. It'll probably be a whole year and a half before the game comes out. I do plan on doing a full GTA retrospective of playing every Grand Theft Auto. The biggest problem, though, is licensed music, and you cannot play Grand Theft Auto without the music. Fuck that noise. So my plan was to play it and delete the VOD, not publish the VOD, and then re-upload it to YouTube, because my stream archive, I don't really give a shit about copyright. I don't really give a shit about monetization. That's all for the main YouTube channel, which has only shorts and maybe one video of me and Steve talking about crap. Dutch van der Linde spotted. Famed outlaw Dutch van der Linde, a man long believed dead, has been spotted alive and unfortunately well in our region. Mr. van der Linde, who ran a gang of outlaws and robbers for many years, has now resurfaced, and it seems has not given his life over to the Lord. Mr. van der Linde, wanted for questioning over several murders and robberies back in the early years of the century, is now being linked to a recent assault on a farm just north of Blackwater, in which 2 men were killed. Temperance Crusaders rally in Blackwater. The Prohibition movement continues to gather support throughout West Elizabeth. Abner Forsyth, leader of the group called SOT, the Supporters of Temperance, is calling for the statewide prohibition of alcohol, and his speeches in Blackwater on the evils of drink have been drawing large crowds. Proponents of prohibition claim the liquor not only damages the mind, health, and productivity of the imbiber, but also promotes moral degeneracy and social unrest. Anti-prohibition campaigners, otherwise known as drunkards, have denounced the idea that the government should define morality, citing that alcohol fosters vitality, combats depression, and braces a man for hard work. Mr. Forsyth, who believes that intoxication is a sin of the worst kind, is asking people to make a simple choice. Bask in the joys of heaven or burn in eternal damnation. You know, actually, a lot of this stuff was true. I think a lot of stuff that they said back in these days were true-ish, but were not explained very well. Look, alcohol is bad for you. It is. It's fun, sure. But, you know, there's a reason why I stopped drinking. There's a reason why I can't stand being around drunk people. There's also a reason why I do miss beer and alcohol. I do miss it. Everything I just said up to this point is a lie. I miss that sweet liquor. Okay. Woman arrested for indecent attire. Gertrude Singer was arrested by officials on Tuesday for indecent dress. She has repeatedly refused to wear a corset as is deemed proper attire, and her chemise? Chemise? I don't think I've ever seen that word written out. Was often visible. Her tits were often visible below her petticoats. Miss Singer is thought to be escalating widespread civil disobedience among suffragettes and others who shun the established ways of operating in a civilized society. No, bad low car. Bad low car. Bad low car. Look, hey, look, all I'm going to say is this, all right? People are stupid, right? And sometimes they say things that are completely outlandish that needs more. You need to enunciate on this. You need to expand upon this. You said something that's really weird and ridiculous. Please expand upon this. And they often can't. And if you're just a little smart enough to cite your sources and say, hey, this is what it is, do it. But if you can't, then just shut your fucking mouth. That's all I'm saying. Just shut your fucking mouth if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Everything that just came out of my mouth is fucking bullshit and garbage. McHern's Chemical Laboratory Face and... I want to say that's his breast? Oh, bust cream. Enlargement of the bust. Okay. Whatever. Age is not kind to women, especially those women in their 20s, well beyond prime of maturity. See? It's all right there. It's all right in there in black and white 1911 video game logic. What is a woman now, man? Come on. All right, the famous Red Mist secret liquor cure. As soon as the rage starts to build, apply the Red Mist secret liqueur cure to any drink or dinner and watch in amazement as all craving washes away. Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe they didn't have good ideas back then. They were still giving you literal poison to combat hunger. Actually, isn't that what we're doing now? How have things gotten better in the drug industry since this time? No, we'll hold that for another day. I'm not even trying to read that text. That is so goddamn small. Alright, theater review. We have not been to the theater once in this goddamn world, and the theater is an amazing place in this game. Theater review. Stretch Hawthorne, the singing blind grave robber. Many historical events that occurred during the picturesque period of the 1870 to 1895 have been adapted to the theater stage, but none are as colorful as the legendary tale of Stretch Hawthorne. The opening gives us a glimpse of Hawthorne's life before losing his sight in the famous eclipse of 1883. The eclipse scene itself is visually stunning, using a flash of lit phosphorus as a special effect that partially blinds the theater audience as well. Only when Hawthorne breaks into song while digging down to reunite with his dainty love, Anna, for one more kiss and Congress do we. What? The theater audience feel the real depth of his pain. Oh boy, I'm feeling some pain too. The sets of two sets of curtains, a sensational tale for Augusta Tremolo stars in two sets of curtains, a sensational tale of forbidden love. I think I rented that once in a hotel room. Alrighty. Let's see. We got the last column here. Last column. We got 4 articles. Let's go. Polio, TB, typhoid, cholera, epidemics, business as usual. The number of citizens affected by polio, tuberculosis, typhoid, and cholera remains steady. While polio left thousands of children and adults paralyzed last year, only 1 in 6 will die of tuberculosis. Typhoid fever typically passes after a month of high fever and bedridden delirium, unless it kills you in the interim. Cholera, however, is in its 6th epidemic and has claimed 700,000 lives since the beginning of the century, which is real progress. Health advocates remind citizens to wash hands weekly, and reuse bathwater. Reuse it only amongst close neighbors and friends. Oh, okay. Only amongst close neighbors and friends do you reuse the bathwater. basically sit in the funk of all your family and friends. I have dirty family and friends. Fuck no. Tapeworm custom. Oh wait, we didn't read this. Paula, the whole lighted hole of glory. Subcon? Magic lantern? Whatever. Alright, look. Tapeworm custody battle. The story of a colossal tapeworm extracted from the body of a young Blackwater girl by resident physician Dr. Cyril Purvis took a strange turn today when the girl's mother demanded that it be returned to its rightful owner. The tapeworm, which measures 52 feet and is the longest on record, was removed intact and survived outside the body for a further 11 hours. More than 300 people at a cost of 5 cents each came to gaw at the Hydra-headed monster, and Dr. Purvis now plans to sell its preserved corpse to a museum, circus, or Custodia enthusiast. The girl's mother claims that the stomach and annelid is tantamount to a biological granddaughter. Oh God. And that any pecuniary gain, a lot of words I don't say, should be hers and hers alone. When questioned about the incident, Dr. Purvis responded with, "There's only one true parasite in this whole charade." All right, and let's see here. Let's see the last two. Electric belt cures diseases. As it should. Why wouldn't an electric belt cure diseases? Sufferers of all kinds of nervous disorders may take solace in a new scientific breakthrough. Wagstaff and Mount's Vim and Vigor electric belt. It revitalizes the body and brings back lost strength and power. It cures almost every known disease and weakness, including rheumatism, scalia, railroad back, lumbago, melancholia, kidney disorder, liver trouble, poor circulation, impotency, club foot, and female weakness. It has cured thousands with its alternating current. While our product testers were at once skeptical, they have grown to love the device. Okay, and then miscellaneous. The Lamont revolver for sale, 9-shot cylinder, a fine, reliable sidearm, El Pistolio, Escalera, Mexico. Attention manufacturers and inventors. Patents promptly secured. Send model or sketch for free examination. Jeremiah Somerset Esquire, patent attorney and mechanical expert. Captain Vicente de Santa of the Mexican Army has been reported deceased, aged 30 to 40 years. That dude was 34? Looked like he was fucking 50. Outsiders do not underestimate the importance of orientation. Maps available of the Great Plains region, Neely Ship Chandler, and Grosser Blackwater. Small log cabin for sale at the Manzanita trading post in tall trees, perfect for a hunter or recluse. Wanted outlaw Bill Williamson has been found dead in the town of Escalera, Mexico. That was us. And coming soon, hunting by rail excursions courtesy of the Pacific Union Railroad Company. Shoot from the comfort of a fully catered rail car. Fun for the whole family. Abundance is everywhere. Alrighty, well, thank you for indulging me on that nice little newspaper trail. I love reading the newspapers in these games. I love reading the books in Skyrim. I love reading things in the game that inform the world. How you doing, partner? There on the horse. All right, and we are 40. Who did that? It was you, Shadow. It was you. Damn it. All right. Here we go. That was a good one. All right. So, what do we got? So we have a couple strangers tasks, but to be honest, I'm not really fucking with the strangers task. I want to do, if I do missions, they're going to do main missions for right now. American Lobbyist, I already know what that's about. We got the tailor, we got the gunsmith store, we got the general store, we got the movie house. Why don't we go and see what's going on with Harold McDougal? But let's go ahead and get our horsey. Where is our horsey? Horse! There you go. Oh, was that my horse talking to me? All right. Well, hello there, horse. How you doing there? It's going to fine. Let's go ahead and get down the street. Here we go. All right. It's getting a little late. A little dark outside. Okay now. Go ahead and trot down the thing. There you go.
I'm a busy man. You must understand.
I'm a busy man too. Wanna head on down here. Hey, watch it, sister. I just read a newspaper that said that you're not really smart. Hello, doggy. Follow me, doggy. Whistle for you. Hey, you know what? Before we get this quest started here, Horsey, come on over.
Slow down.
There we go. Let's watch a movie. I haven't watched any of these movies in a while.
Thanks a lot.
All right, let's check out this movie. See what they got. You're watching my screen while I watch his screen. It's a small screen. Damsels causing distress. Our hero commences his daily regimen of manly endeavors. That's 600 pounds right there. Wow. See, Jason, you could be like this if you tried. 'Tis usual that such performance doth with gentle women such as this. Curious, what perverse distractions indwell upon the fair sex. I must investigate these peculiar happenings, but first I must head home henceforth for luncheon. Our hero travels home. Help! 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 Hark! A domestic quarrel is afoot. Oh no! What madness prevails here? A peculiar mental infirmity possesses my wife without the least ceremony. Oh God, I can't read this fast! But she's not, she ceases cooking and cleaning for the children. Those days are past. I experience, too fast. I care not about you, nor these insatiable brats I've spawned. I'm off to smoke opium and give myself over to the pleasures of flesh. The whole world hath gone topsy-turvy. I gotta start walking like... We gotta bring back walking like this, right? I walk like this, motherfucker. This motherfucker's getting ready to dive right in. Woman, it is time for our marital congress. Congress yourself, I derive no delight. 'Tis your conjugal duties, is it not? It's suffrage, a woman's right to vote. Oh my God. I'm off to fight for change in the election. Our hero wanders the streets seeking reason. Just disgraceful. Oopsie daisy, I'm just so careless. Look, I'd work with a girl like that, I wouldn't mind. Women be free, this way. What have we here? A suffrage rally. You know, this is the stuff from back in the day. This stuff really, this seems like, you know, like it's supposed to be played up for jokes and laughs, but this shit really did exist. This really was the way people thought, and it was really scary. Cease this mockery. Return home as it nears supper time. These wenches are heavily overcome with female emotion. America hath lost its reason. You don't know the half of it, citizen. They tried to make... Jesus Christ, man. Don't turn Uncle Sam into Uncle Samantha. Oh my God. Wow. So yeah, someone did make that, right? And not just this, but they made little movies like that. That's the thing. The power of television now is crazy. And the power of TikTok and what you're watching right now is very powerful. And that shit back then, that was amazing magic on the screen and could easily change the fucking minds of the masses. They could have used it for good and they didn't.
Do you see care expressed on this face?
Do you see care expressed on this face?
Hello, miss.
Oh. All right, let's go see what McDougal's up to. The prodigal son returns to Yale. Still on the trail of Dutch.
Professor.
Oh, it's you, dear boy. Come in, and shut the door.
What's going on? You leaving?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am, sir. You know the thing that is vital, without which scholarship cannot proceed, sir.
No, I don't.
Not having a bullet in your flipping neck, sir. I am not cut out for this. No, I'm not cut out for this at all.
Nope.
They're fucking
Nope.
savages! Savages!
I think we all are.
Not me, sir. I'm from Connecticut. I'm a professor at Yale. I write books. I do not deserve to die out here. Where's my tincture? Oh, yes.
There we go.
You okay, Professor?
Dandy, sir. Just dandy.
This back in the day, you could just get high in front of people and no one gave a fuck. They didn't know what it was.
That you, John?
Oh boy.
Hello, Dutch. I think that's what they call two for the price of one out here in this wonderful place. Maybe so, Dutch. You and your friend there, the professor, we're gonna kill the both of you. Why you want to do a thing like that? I don't know. Sport, I guess. Fair enough. Why don't I come out there? We fight. Let the professor go and send your boys back to their families. Well, that sounds like a beautiful plan, John. Only problem is, my boys here, they already lost their families a long time ago. We aren't thieves, John. We're fighting for something a bit like you. Only we're fighting for an idea, not just for ourselves. That's beautiful, Dutch. You always were a fine speaker. I was. Now, would you kindly send that academic out here so we can show him what we really think about the art of anthropology?
Please, sir, what are we going to do?
I'm gonna hand you over to him and watch him tear you limb from limb.
What?
I'm just kidding. We're gonna run across the rooftops. Get you back to your ivory tower.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank me, we're still here. Come on.
See, John is funny. John's fucking hilarious. I mean, he is standing right there. Agents could just get him.
Good day, sir. Madam.
Look here, sir. What is the meaning of this outrage? You two stay down and shut up.
Get out on the roof.
Come on. We can get to the roof this way. John! Help me, John!
Stay back, or the teacher gets it! Onward!
My God, you took your sweet time!
Forgot. Sorry, man.
What do we do now? They've got us pinned down on both sides.
You shoot like women!
Oh, I'm getting shot up. Shit. I was never a good sniper. I'm just gonna say this now. Never a good sniper. Oh man, they shot me up. Damn. They are hitting me hard. One left. Come on, man. That was almost your life. That was almost your life, too. Oh, that was your life.
Let's make a break for it.
Hey.
The horses should be in an alleyway down here.
McDougal, why are you leading the charge? Don't you take my horse. It's my horse. Its name is Horse.
Come on, let's get the hell out of Blackwater.
Why'd you go that way? Alright, let's go. Come on. Come on, McDougal. Where's Dutch? Dutch is fast as fuck. He was right there, now he's gone. Like, what the hell? Oh, shit. Oh, by the way, in this cemetery, Dutch's mom was buried here. You can find her grave in Red Dead 2. I don't know if it's in Red Dead 1. I don't feel like looking, but it is there. Alright, well, we're running.
Please, I'll leave and never come back.
Why are you talking? Is there... Oh, shit.
I can't believe this. I just can't believe I was wrong all these years. Or was I right? I don't even know anymore.
About what?
They are savages.
No more than you and me.
Most of these men were raised on reservations, educated in boarding schools, and what good has it done?
Their land was taken from them. Land they'd lived on for hundreds of years.
Yes, for their own good, to turn them into productive farmers. They were given religion, but they still worship their... Good Lord, Liam!
Come on.
Alright, let's get back up to you so you can tell us some more bullshit. And the need a pose. Oh, we haven't even been here
Here we
yet.
are! Finally! A one-way ticket to civilization, please.
Alright.
My research is complete. Much as I thought. There's no civilizing this savage land.
Really isn't.
I could have told you that for nothing.
Ah, but they'll give me a prize in New Haven for this. Well, they bloody better. Well, goodbye, Mr. Marston.
Goodbye. Give me a hug. There we go.
Luck, dear friend.
Hey, gotta get the hugs in, man. Gotta get the hugs in.
So long, Professor.
Yeah, bye. Happy trails, asshole.
So long, sir.
He's high as fuck, too. Don't forget, he's high. He's actually pretty awesome. He can get high as fuck on heroin, then get on a horse and jump across rooftops. I don't know anybody that can do that. Flick that cigarette there, John. See, at this point in the game, when I was first playing it, I probably would have just smoked another fucking bowl. Join John Marston along the smoky trail, right? Manzanita Post is a pretty awesome place. So let's see. Oh, they got a pretty for sale. The stars at night are big and bright. See here, Manzanita Trading Company. Let's see. What do we got?
Oh, hey there, Mr. Marston.
Hey there, you know who I am?
Pretty soon they'll be
Hello, sir.
All
making a
right.
trip. I'm jealous.
Let's see here. We got a couple of maps. Nothing I really want.
Oh, well, let's see what we can do for you.
I'll buy Tall Trees
I
map.
hope you
Why
enjoy
not?
a smooth ride. Every day, more new people get
That
off the
should keep me
train.
going
They
for a
just
while.
keep coming. Don't be a stranger.
I'll try not to be. Let's see. I don't know. We should buy this place. Maybe we should buy this place over here. It is nice. Kind of nice over here. I do like Manzanita.
Where you need to go, friend?
Nowhere in particular. 400. Fuck it. Property purchase. Ball ammo. That's pretty good. Let's see. What time is it? You know what? If I was John Marston, I'd probably go to bed right about now. I'm usually pretty tired anyway. Yeah, let's take a nap. Go ahead and take a rest. Save the game. Now I hear the train, but there is a train here? Shit. Well, let's head up to it before it fucking
Need a ride,
shows up. No, I'm good. I'm gonna get you right on the train, you know? I would actually take the bounty right now. I really, really felt like it. But I don't feel like it.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello?
How do you do?
Why, hello.
Hello there.
Oh, Mr. Marston, a true pleasure.
Everybody knows who I am. I'm still on the train. This is one of the coolest parts of these games, man. You can just kind of sit and enjoy the scenes. An interactive screensaver. Unfortunately, this train is going nowhere we need to go, so that sucks.
Train's about to leave.
Yeah, I gotta leave too. Sorry, I don't want to be on this train right now. Sorry. Woohoo. Alright, let's just take the stagecoach back. That'll be a better choice. I can't get too distracted, right? I want to push this story a little bit. Hey there, partner.
I got a coach. Got money?
Yeah, I got tons of money. I feel like if you just set a waypoint, it's faster. I mean, I'm sorry, it's not faster, but it costs less, I mean. It costs less just to do this.
I'm just gonna have a rest.
I'm just gonna have a rest. That's how we refer. I'm just gonna have a rest. I'm gonna have a rest. Alrighty.
Here we are. Bing, bang, boom.
Oh yes, bing bang boom, indeed. That's right. Yeah, just bring the horses up on the street. That's all good. Hey there, Marshall. 7 and 10. Jesus. What time is it? It's almost 7. Whatever. Are there any new papers? Let's see. Is there a new paper for me to read? That would be great. I don't think there is, though.
Hey, partner.
Hello there, Mr. Marston, sir.
Hello there, Mr. Marshall, sir.
Remember me? I'm Clyde Beetle.
Oh, hey, yeah, Clyde Beetle. Yeah, I remember you. You were a real dick, actually. Let's chill. We'll just chill for a little bit, right? Bring a little drink. You know, what would be cool is I could play some Mortal Kombat while I'm waiting for Agent Ross. But we're not going to do that.
Nice day for it, ma'am.
That's right. Nice day for it. Where the fuck you going? Where you going? Where you going, huh? God damn it. Come on, what time is it? It's almost that time. Let me see here. I think that 1 hour in Rockstar time is...
Hello, Mr. Marston.
Oh, hello there. How you doing? I think 1 day in Rockstar is an hour, I think? I think. Is it 45 minutes?
Oh my, this has made my day. It is you, isn't it? You're the man who intervened, saving my friend from great distress and hurt. It'd be an honor to reward you on his behalf, if I may.
Oh.
I'm a man of small means, but no matter. Take your pick from the supplies I have. What's mine is yours.
Why, thank you.
Wow. All right.
Ain't it that rascal, Mr. Marston?
Thanks. Thanks for doing this in front of the cop station so that they know that I'm, you know, a good dude. All right. Well, thanks for that. It was nice of you. Real nice. And you will know the truth. Oh, boy. These are our best and brightest.
What do you want, Marston?
My family. I've done what you asked.
No, you haven't. This is the land of opportunity, and I gave you the opportunity to save your family, and you failed. How could I possibly reward you?
Marston, you're a public menace. We should have had you killed.
I wish you had. But since you didn't, where's my family?
Oh, spare me the noble savage fall on the sword tripe, will you, old boy? It's nauseating. You don't wish to be dead. You're an insignificant creature desperately clinging on to life like the rest of the scum in this town. Yeah, I know it's tough. You like Dutch. He's a charming fellow. He makes sense. He's like one of those nature writers from back east. Only he takes things a tiny little step too far. Rather than just loving the flowers and the animals and the harmony between man and beast, he shoots people in the head for money and disagreeing with them.
He's a goddamn killer.
He is. This is true.
Now,
Dutch is a bad person.
I'm not a great intellect, but the metaphysical leap from admiring the flower to shooting a man in the head because he doesn't like the flower is a leap too far. So, I know it's easy. You see, me and Archer, we're the bad guys. We enforce the rules. Now, while the rules may not be perfect, they're really not so bad.
Exactly. What's the alternative?
The I'll tell you what the alternative is. It's not complicated. It's about one man and his gun versus another man.
He's not wrong.
Sure. Civilization may be dull, but the alternative, Mr. Marston, is hell.
And the way you enforce this civilization, this freedom for men to like or not like flowers, or whatever in God's name you were just talking about, is to kidnap a man's wife and son?
Well, I know there's contradictions. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, as I said, I'm not a great intellect.
Everything's okay if we have the power to do it. That's basically what you're saying.
After the debacle with the army and the bank, we have to put Mr. Vanderlyn to rest ourselves. Will you help us?
Do I have any choice?
Now that you mention it, no.
Then what was that pretty speech in aid of?
I don't rightly know, but it sure felt good saying it.
Shall we, Mr. Marston?
What a dick.
Let's go.
What a dick. Yeah, boy, another machine gun.
Now keep your finger off that trigger until we get out of
I
Blackwater.
can shoot all your boys.
Have you seen this? He's got a gun
In all my born days, I never seen such a contraption.
Iron Dragon. That's the devil's work if I ever saw it. They told me about these. The Army's been building them in secret.
Oh my god! What kind of automobile is that?
This killing machine of yours seems to be turning a few heads.
Yup.
Our armed forces have no equal. We have made incredible progress the past few years.
Is that what you
And
call
this
it?
isn't much more than a simple prototype. You should see what they're working on in Virginia. Soon there will be no war we can't win.
It's always ironic that they're saying all this kind of
Army has
stuff
made
like
camp a
4
little
years
way
before
outside
World
town.
War I.
They put word out a large cache of ammunition and food is stored there.
Vanderlyn's gang needs constant supplies, so that should be enough to draw him in.
No mistakes this time. You hear me, Marston?
I thought you were talking to Fordham.
Yeah, World War I was brutal as fuck. It was during that time when everyone still had it in their head, like, I'm going to go and fight for my country, and there's like sword and, you know, rifle and good old, you know, war and whatever it is. And it's where we had tanks and grenades and all types of fucked up shit, and war has changed. World War I was a really bad time.
What's the word, Captain?
We spotted one of Dutch's men about an hour ago. I think he took the bait.
Let's get in position then. Have your men ready to run them down if you have to.
Dismiss! Load weapons and get to the sandbags! Move!
Are you ready to finish this, Mr. Marston?
I guess so.
I guess so. Where's my cover?
Hold your fire until I give the word.
This is basically a mini World War I right here. And everybody had bolt actions and a lot of trench warfare. Pretty fucked up shit.
Targets on the horizon. Fire at will.
It's over!
Hold him off!
They're just mowing them down. It's fine. Y'all are all terrible shots, really.
Kill those bastards!
Shit.
We should have done this a long time ago!
How are they hitting me?
Take them early.
On a minigun, goddammit.
Look, they're running! Move out! Don't let them get away!
Come and get me!
Right! This thing's a lot bumpier off the road!
It's gonna be a mess if we have to follow them into the woods.
Yeah. Horses
Can't
are
you
still
hold
best
this thing
back then.
Steady for them.
I'm trying my best, sir!
Look out behind those rocks!
Don't let him get too close!
Gun them now!
Everyone having a fun time?
Keep them back!
And they are right to have dynamite.
That wagon's out of control! It's coming straight out of the cavalry!
There we go. That's fine. Fuck, I'm gonna die. I thought I was dead. Alright, saving. And the truth will set you free. Where were you dudes? Come on, man. Good. I hope you're shot in the kidney.
Well, Mr. Marston, it seems like your mentor Dutch no longer looks quite so kindly to his student.
That man is insane.
So it seems.
I think we need to get him before sundown.
As you say, Captain. Otherwise, he'll be gone again.
And what if I say no?
Now, before I shoot you myself, let me just point out the obvious. The one person we have left that can appeal to Mr. Vanderlyn is the last person we know who knows him. Your wife.
That won't be necessary. Mr. Ross, Captain, let's go.
That would have been funny if they got Abigail to go after him.
Yeah.
We're coming for you, bro.
I can't believe Vanderlyn has built himself a fortress in the mountains.
He's crazy, but he certainly ain't stupid.
You already seen that place, right? McDougal told me you went up there with that Indian chap.
I seen it all right. We'll be lucky to last 5 minutes with this many men.
It is true. It's a pretty good stronghold.
Governor Johns is going to be very pleased.
Nate Johns? What's he got to do with any of this?
Let's just say he has a vested interest in cleaning the filth out of this region. I don't think our old friend Dutch realizes what a great favor he has done us, inciting all this hate among the natives.
Like you needed an excuse.
It is true. They were looking to just kind of wipe people out. Let's just erase that really ugly part of our history.
When you fraternize with savages, how could you ever follow a man like that?
How could you ever follow a man like Ross?
Vanderlyn is a psychopath, a murderer, and a rapist.
Ross don't seem too different. Dutch was a good man once. A far better man than you.
So what made him this way?
I don't know. Bastards like you. seeing that things never change.
I hope you're ready to finish this mess.
Anything to get you sons of bitches off my back.
True.
There's always somebody watching, Mr. Marston. I thought you'd have gleaned that much by now.
You think you're so clever, don't you?
No, it's you who thought you were clever. You thought you could just walk away from your old life. Make no mistake, we have been watching.
Don't speak to me.
All we need now is Father Christmas.
He's still technically an escaped
You're
fugitive.
really an ungrateful slug, Marston. Instead of punishing you for your crimes, we are giving you a chance to kill the men who betrayed you.
You didn't have to punish my wife, too.
Oh, please. She's hardly innocent.
Don't you talk about her like that.
Oh, I would never talk ill of dear Abby. You call her Abby or Abigail? I prefer Abby. No, I like the woman. A little rough for my taste, but
Bro.
very pleasant.
Stop.
I can't wait to put a bullet in your head.
Just fucking mow them all down
When
now,
will this
John.
be over?
It's you who's been dragging it out, not us. We sent you to Fort Mercer with the simple task of killing Bill Williamson. Next thing you know, you're running all over Mexico like a headless chicken.
And now it's Dutch.
He's the last one of your merry band, is he not? Then you can go back to your farm, or what's left of it. If need be, you can always send your wife back out to work. I hear she works hard.
Go to hell.
Shit. They're like blatantly insulting this man's wife.
This old gang of yours just won't die easily, will it? I wonder how many deaths you are all responsible for. How much money you took from pockets of hard-working citizens.
We did more for the people with the money we took than the damn government ever did.
Good God! This flawed philosophy of yours again. If you wish to argue the finer points of ethics, I suggest you learn to read first.
And I suggest you learn how to shoot people in the front, not the back.
This is true. Yeah, we are gonna need some more men for this one. This is not a good group of people. See, this river right here, I fished so much in Red Dead 2 in this river. It may not seem like it right now, but this part does have that feeling, at least when I first played it, of like coming up on the end here. It's like a big showdown. And it's the little things like this where I don't know, just get quiet and just absorb what's going on. Why do I gotta ride neck and neck with Ross? Come on, man. Get up. Reminds me of some Hateful Eight shit up here. Well, not this here, but you know, just.
So you're the one who's gonna kill him?
Dutch? Yep, that's what they keep telling me. But if you feel like doing it, please be my guest.
You, blow that gate open. Move, soldier.
It looks already open. We could squeeze through. We're fine.
Forward! Move in!
Come on, boys! Everybody move in!
Keep moving!
You clearly don't like me much. Don't move a damn muscle.
Done!
Not bad. My name is John Marston, gentlemen, and I'm afraid you're dead.
Move up the line!
The fuck is on my foot? Swear to God, if a bug crawls on me and freaks me out, I'm pissed off.
Brace yourselves! They're coming again! Give us some cover!
You know you're gonna die, right?
Let's go, men! Move into the village!
Alright, here we go. Where's all my boys? Come on, man. I ain't leading the fucking charge. I guess I got to.
You man the Gatling gun, Martin!
Anybody else? You best start running.
Why is that one dude? Gatling gun ain't doing shit. What the hell? Hold on. Why is the Gatling gun not hitting anybody? A little fucked. What the fuck? The Gatling gun ain't killing anybody.
Another honest day's work.
That was some bullshit. Gatling gun wasn't doing a goddamn thing.
Don't think you'll be needing this.
There's some nice cowboy boots in there. Y'all stealing shit? Nah, I ain't gonna fucking... I ain't gonna give you shit about it, actually. I would too. Fuck these dudes.
Right, Marston. We'll take 2 men with us. The rest will stay here and take care of the wounded. They'll plant charges at the gate. You and I'll provide the cover fire. This is it, men. Let's get that gate down. Get ready to hold off their fire, Marston. Hold them off! We need time to set the explosives!
Well, that sure worked. Stop doing that.
We lost one! Keep up the fire!
Apart, I must say.
You States Army.
Just run off home!
Everyone get back! Here it comes!
There we go.
You tend to your wounded. I gotta face Dutch alone.
You don't got to. Get some backup.
Looks like it's me and you, John. You should have stayed at home.
Probably should have.
You better follow me. Oh, here goes, coward. Son of a bitch. Don't make me kill you.
There's some extra dialogue you can get if you just kind of chill. But
This ends right now.
Working for the government, John? After all I taught you, I'm ashamed. I don't have a choice. There's always a choice. You're just too blind to see. They got my family. Your family? Abigail was any man's wife, John. And Jack, he's another whore's son. Just like you.
it's not true.
You're weak. You always were. You never had the stomach for this. For what? You got no idea what you're killing for. You never could see what I could see, John. You were too scared.
It'll be important
You'll
later.
never get me to surrender. You better kill me, John. If that's how it's gotta be, well, come and get it then. Come closer. I got a surprise for you. There's no more surprises. It ends here. So this is it? Your savage utopia? Up here in the mountains? You wouldn't understand. It's all in your head, Dutch. That's what drove you insane. What have you done? Apart from murder people. What have you changed, Dutch? More than you'll ever know. Give it up! You're trapped up here! Army's got this place surrounded! Ha! You always were a bad liar, John!
There's a little more? No, I think that's it.
Son of a bitch! God damn it! You'll never take me alive, John! Ah! Ah!
Oh shit. Wrong way? Fuck. Uh-oh. I think I'm the wrong way. No, I think Oops. Dutch got away because I spazzed out on him. Oops. Well, ain't that the great way to do it?
It's over, John. I ain't leaving here without you.
Yep. There's Dutch's chair.
You're just like me, John. You can't change who you are. I ain't like you.
I used to come back here and I used to get into firefights online and then lead people here. That was one of the best parts of online, was like leading people to certain areas from the story and just kind of, you know, just having fun. Just role playing some shit. Fun. Fun times.
can't erase the past, John. Killing me, it won't make it go away. That's where you're wrong.
I think I found this place before the story. Think of this. I have in walking distance 2 burger joints. The first is Nick's Super Burger with the price of $5.05. And the second is Casa Fresh with the price of $4.84. Now, which burger would suit the taste better by the price? I'm gonna go with $4.84. Why not? Let's see if we win. Let's see if we win the prize. Oh, here we go.
Hello again, John. Hello, Dutch.
Hello, Dutch.
We gotta stop meeting like this.
We gotta start meeting like this,
Sure.
Dutch. Yeah, sure.
I got a plan, John.
You always got a plan, Dutch.
Nice.
This is a good one.
All right, we can put our weapons down.
Doubt it.
We can't always fight nature, John. We can't fight change. Can't fight gravity. We can't fight nothing. My whole life, all I ever did was fight.
Then give up, Dutch.
But I can't give up, neither. I can't fight my own nature. That's a paradox, John. You see?
Then I have to shoot you.
When I'm gone, they'll just find another monster. They have to. Because they have to justify their wages.
That's their business.
Our time has passed, John.
At least he got a chance to fly a little bit.
So at the end, you didn't have the guts to shoot him.
The man's dead, Ross.
Sure. Can I see your gun? Oh, trust me. It looks better in the report that way.
Where's my family?
Your wife was killed in a prison riot last week. So, I'm only
Dude fucks
joking,
around
dear boy.
too fucking much.
They were sent back to that Scrabble ranch of yours in Beecher's Hope.
Shoot him
They're
right
quite
now.
Safe and sound.
They better be.
Thank you, Mr. Marston, for
Shoot
everything.
him right now.
I know this wasn't easy for you, but I have to say, you've done your country proud.
Yeah, exactly. See you around, John. Try to stay out of trouble. Come on, Archer. Let's go find somebody else we can annoy.
Here we go. You've earned the trophy. Benefits of civilization. Let's hope we don't get attacked by bears and cougars.
Is the one that leads back to you. And I know the only compass that I need. Oh, is the one that leads back to you. And the burning blisters on my feet will call to hold me as I'm close to fall. Away from the home of your arms I stray, off the radar and into harm's way. Now I know the only compass that I need. Oh, is the one that leads back to you.
It's basically telling you don't go into the game and set a waypoint. Just follow the thing, and you'll be fine. I hope. End up going to Mexico, playing another round of poker. I always wondered that. During this highly emotional moment at the climax of the story, heading back to your farm to see your wife and kids for the first time you get to meet Abigail and Jack, and you just wander back to Mexico. I wonder what happened, actually. I gotta look that up. I never knew that. Hello, Steven. You're here with this, you're here with this nice emotional moment there, sir. We're just jamming out. Oh, I'm winning. I just won my wife and son back. Now I gotta go see them. Can't remember where they are, though. We're debating going back to Mexico.
This game is fun. This game is so fucking fun. This is a fun fucking game.
Indeed it is. We're making it through. We're making it through. All the dead bodies that we left. They did a good job cleaning all this up. We didn't have to trot through it. I think it went into a big circle. It's not sorry. Don't worry. I don't expect you to be. Well, we went in a big circle. That was going to be such a nice little thing going riding home, but I went into a big fucking circle. Fuck you, game. God damn it.
Let's go. Come on.
Oh well. That would have been a nice emotional climax to have that song conclude as we end on the doorstep of our farm to see Abigail and Jack for the first time and reunite with the family and do all that stuff, and John Marston just went to a giant big ass fucking circle, and that's okay. That's all right.
Let's go.
We'll just keep it riding. But Steven, how was your night, sir? I hope you had a nice little date night with the missus. And Ari, I hope you find yourself a really nice, tasty, juicy burger for only $4.
Slow down.
We had this discussion a while ago. I like food, of course, but it's really hard to fuck up a burger. And I think one of the places I absolutely hate are these places that are all hipstery elk burger bullshit. Like, it's not hard to take ground beef and, you know, throw some salt and pepper on it and throw it on a goddamn grill. Like, it really isn't that hard, and people try to overcomplicate it. It's just, give me a fucking burger. It's fine. As long as it's not like a shitty-ass fucking burger. A really shitty one. You know? Now, take that back. You can fuck up a burger. A lot of people have. And now I know the only compass that I need is a waypoint. 'Cause I'm a dumbass.
Come on.
The pizza when I should have french fried. Yeah, they should have played the extended cut. Too many wolves.
Whoa there.
I swear the music in The music in the final chapter of the game, all throughout Blackwater and West Elizabeth, it's just so. I would argue that it's more haunting than Undead Nightmare. It just always had like this vibe to it that something's off, that something's not right.
Go.
Oh man. Oh man. Fucking nose is still bothering me.
Yeah.
Oh, up now. Most important thing we gotta grab here. We gotta grab that new paper.
Easy now.
I'm gonna replace that sound with a good thing, like
Thank you.
how about some positive ASMR in my ears? That'd be nice. Here we go. A new one. Is there another one? How you gonna give me old paper? Shit!
That is most lovely.
There was no new paper the last mission I did, and now suddenly there are 2 new papers? That's fucked up. Looks like we got 2 more papers to read tonight, boys. We're gonna read all the papers. All the papers. Shit, if there's another paper after this, we're gonna read that too.
Come on.
Here we go. Shooting on my property. Marston's got a lot of property. Oh, here we are. Now, pro tip, this is where you would probably save the game if you wanted to be able to change your outfits in the future. The Outlaws return. Ah, yes. I'm going to take a piss break in just a second. In fact, you know what? We're going to do that right now. I will be right back in just a minute. That was weird. Now guys, support has been slow. You can help the channel in many different ways. Super sticker, super chat, and tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business, and I got 2 big bills coming up. I'm afraid if you guys don't rally and support me and my wife, we'll have to eat lunch meat sandwiches. Is that a direct quote from your boy Darkside Phil? I can't believe that it's now infested my stream at this point. Thank you so much for that, Steven.
That Kenny, clip that! Exclamation point clip!
Woohoo! Modern Warfare thing?
We're very passionate about our clips.
Oh man. Oh, you got some good timing on that one. Okay, well, hey Pat, thanks again. Thanks for coming. Can't do shit. Can I hit anybody? Yes, I can. Ah! Damn, I hate retreating like this. I think it might be time. Yeah, Dialos is gone. Because I killed everyone. Alright. It's time for Rykard. And I hope I can actually wield the spear. Because... it's
Loser!
really fucked up.
You're a loser!
Ah!
Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt! You make me sick!
Thank you for that, Shadow. And yes, what up, asshole? Look at this shit. Look at this shit. All right, we're back. I'm Backner. Here we go. All right. It is almost 12. I don't know if I'm able to finish this whole game tonight. It's possible.
Abigail! Jack! Anyone here?
People still shooting in the background.
Anyone home? Oh, darling. I never thought I'd see this day again.
You no good hillbilly piece of shit! I thought you was dead! I thought you was dead, John, huh?
The Elden
Where you
Ring
been?
clips are great.
Where you been?
That was one of my favorite times
been,
streaming.
darling.
That and
You know.
in Kingdom Hearts.
You saw Dutch, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw him.
And Bill?
Yeah, I saw him too.
And you didn't go back to him?
I left that life. Just as you left yours.
Low key saying
Another
you
treat.
used to be a whore.
I can take care of myself, John. Wingard got funny on me one time, but I wasn't so ladylike and he didn't try it again. Nor no one else.
How's the boy?
Oh, like you. And like me. Well, he's like a kid growing up without a father.
That ain't fair.
What is fair?
Well, some trees flourish, others die. Some cattle grow strong, others are taken by wolves. Some men are born rich enough and dumb enough to enjoy their lives. Ain't nothing fair, you know that.
We tried to change. I mean, ain't that what you're supposed to do?
We did change. And it's over now.
When is it ever a great time to tease the hell out of the old Lokar? I mean, anytime, really. Anytime.
Jack!
Usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights
Jack,
at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time on Twitch.
Hello, sir.
Trying to see... Was it 2 different voice actors for Abigail?
How you been?
It was. It was.
Coyotes ate all the chickens and poachers took the cattle. I tried, Father. I tried.
I know you did, son. I know.
And don't you go blaming me, boy. Don't you go blaming me.
I ain't blaming no one, old man, but since you're still alive, there's 4 mouths to feed. And no cattle.
That's a nice way to greet somebody. Why don't I get a warm and tender embrace?
Consider the fact I ain't put a bullet in your embrace, old man. You were supposed to look after the place.
I did. Well, I did my best. Thing is, there was too many of them. I thought you was dead. I wasn't drinking.
Hold your excuses until you figured out which one to use. Jack, go get your bags packed, boy. We got work to do. We leave in the morning. Go on.
Yes, sir.
Where are you going?
Well, it's getting kind of dark now, but in the morning we've got to go get ourselves some more cattle.
Yep, we do.
I've got friends at McFarland's ranch. It's over in Hennigan's stead who can sell us some. Now, Abigail, I hope you learn to cook.
Yes. Didn't I say, rather than some prison, they actually kept me incarcerated in a cooking school for young ladies.
Aw. It's good to be home. And see, that's the end of the game. It's weird. It has a sudden abrupt ending where you just kind of go back home and everything's fine. And everything's okay. After some post-coitus, you're okay. Everything's good. It's fine. Totally fine. Oh. Why don't I get the woman tender embrace? And now you are Rancher Marston. I think this microphone can just wander a bit. It is very, 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 very early. Hey, you know what? Now's as good a time as any. We say we read the old paper. Yeah! You read the paper. Alrighty, let's see here. Alrighty. Let's see what we've been getting up to. Blackwater beset by savages. Noted anthropologist survives. A vicious gunfight on the streets of Blackwater perpetrated by a barbaric gang including some Indians has further compounded claims that the native problem in the region is worsening rather than improving. The subject of the attack was a certain Professor Harold McDougal, a prominent academic on sabbatical. Oh my god! I'm dumb. From Yale University to carry out a study of the native population with a view to identifying the true root of their resistance to civilization, culture, and religion. Professor McDougal was apparently ambushed at his room in the Blackwater Hotel and forced to flee to the roof, where a bloody shootout ensued. Eventually, McDougal proving the true robustness of a classical education and an unnamed gunman were able to subdue the assailants and make their escape. It is believed that the abhorrent band of savages is being led by notorious outlaw Dutch Vanderlyn. Many say Vanderlyn, who disappeared without a trace around 6 years ago, has been living among the natives for some time now, raising the question of whether he is inciting the unrest or has fallen victim to a process of de-civilization, much like the Wolf Girl we reported on last year. Merkins! Wigs for men, women, and boys. Delicate wire mesh foundation made from the finest selected hair of recently deceased prairie skirmishers. The ladies battle suffragettes march on Capitol. Suffragettes marched on Capitol on Tuesday in a beleaguered effort to secure the vote. Yet how does the acquisition of a vote affect the property privileges of men? Until this question is satisfactorily answered, it shall remain the complication preventing women voting. Granting of property rights to women would result in cataclysmic confusion and the destruction of our core values as well as our families. These shrieking and savage mobs of harpies make Uncle Sam shudder. Me too. French literature, little more than pornography. Here we go. Here's a good one. A powerful group of congressmen in Washington are pushing forward with plans to outlaw French literature in this country. The congressmen, who cross party lines but none of whom actually speak French, argue that French literature is little more than cheap pornography. They believe that it is sure to rip the soul out of the nation and do little to help the hard-working American family. Referencing works by Zola, Diderot, and Voltaire, one congressman listed the horrors these books contain. There's tales of nudity, illicit sexual congress, incest, prostitution, sexual pleasure, and much else besides. While having these books translated for me, I came over all funny and took a turn. I am not ashamed to say that I disgraced myself. A less upstanding person than myself could have been destroyed by the revelations in these books and seen his life reduced to a rubble of self-pleasure and onanism. Thankfully, it will take more than onanism to take me down, but the same cannot be said for the population at large. The group is suggesting that all French books, along with the language and even French bread and letters, be outlawed in the U.S. Jesus, we've always hated the French. Remember Freedom Fries? Oh man. Alex T. Day Export Eradicator Soap. The superior quality laundry soap. Alright. Removes dirt and stains quickly with little effort. Eradicated soap. Kind to a woman's skin. Less risk of chemical burns or injury. Tough on blood and manure. Silks, woolen, goods, leather, and fine tapestries may fade or disintegrate. The housewife's friend. Okay, fine. Here we go. The next column. Industrialist comes under more fire. In the fight for progress, there are always casualties. Jeremiah Somerset once said, however, the wealthy industrialist business practices have come under scrutiny once more following accusations that he has been poisoning horses to make way for his mechanized threshing machines. This strikes a peculiar chord in the aftermath of last year's allegations that Mr. Somerset was behind the weevil epidemic that ruined crops in New Austin, forcing farmers to sell their land at a fraction of its worth, and the infamous Irving factory explosion that killed over 400 child workers in 1903. 400, Jesus fucking Christ! A staunch supporter of prohibition, Mr. Somerset is also said to be manufacturing and stockpiling vast quantities of alcohol. He has so far declined to comment on these allegations. Automobile deaths 30, lynchings 127. While the fascinating march of science brings us the sweet sounds of recorded While the fascinating march of science brings us the sweet sounds recorded for a Victrola, the sound of the automobile has spelled death for an increasing number of citizens as safety fears grow about horseless carriage. Lynchings are up, which many attribute to the weather. Just the weather. It's just the weather. It's the weather. It's all good. I had a casual flare-up of racism. It's fine. Slattery. Ladies' bobbin head sewing machine. Smooth up and down motion. Less painful vibration. The most powerful drive wheel on the market. Can be heard from miles around. Constructed in a heavy oak adjustable presser foot. Simply the best machine on earth. Improved shuttle carrier. Whatever. Alright, here we go. Halfway through. Patent medicine picture show in Blackwater. Druggists and shopkeepers expressed consternation at the new motion picture show currently playing in Blackwater. It is titled The Dangers of Doctors and the Patent Medicines. Taken to task are the patent medicines and traveling salesmen who ply their trades. I gotta stop trying to read so fast. This publication has enjoyed a long and happy relationship with many patent medicine companies who support the newspaper, and we agree that reports of death, drug addiction, and other hazards from such compounds are completely baseless. Dinosaur fossil hoax embarrasses scientists. Scientists were rushing to explain the recent report that prominent dinosaur researcher Professor Bellum Brown was observed making plaster casts of his dinosaur bones. Brown claims that it was for research purposes. Critics say that dinosaur bones are manufactured in labs and buried by scientists who later excavate them in an attempt to stray mankind. They also indicate that nowhere in the historical record is there a mention of giant lizards. Yeah, there you go. Nipping conception in the bud. The North American The North American Birth Control League published its newest list of pregnancy prevention techniques. Coverings for the male member fashioned from animal intestines are found to be the most useful. Additionally, marital congress should occur shortly after a woman's curse. Suffragists spoke out against birth control methods, saying that devices that cover the member are indicative of brothel creeping. After publishing their recommendations, members of the league were arrested and jailed due to laws prohibiting the discussion of sex in our society. Alrighty, what's this one here? White's Big Game Collar Animal Incense. Hunting accessory set. Genuine animal urine. The Hunter's Friend. Yeah. Includes a beautiful 220-pound axe with russet leather sheath. Okay. Here we go. Tax increase necessary to fund government expansion. Lawmakers in Washington, D.C. yesterday insisted that significant tax increases were necessary in order to pay for a greatly expanded federal government. When challenged that such actions were unconstitutional and that the states had powers that could and should not be diminished by the federal government's ceaseless growth, lawmakers laughed and and said that, oh man, the alternative is that we simply print more money and devalue the currency. So either way, do not forget who is in charge. Then the president gave an impassioned speech about freedom and personal responsibility in the modern age. Etiquette tips. Excerpts from William Lagarde's Guide to Manhood. Etiquette, this is going to be good. This one's going to be fun. Etiquette prescribes that men of distinction eat alone in a room, uninterrupted by the frivolity of women and children. Number 2. A code of manners in street greetings, such as throwing down one's outerwear onto puddles or drafting one's headwear to give evidence of correct breeding. 3. If you are going to be in the presence of ladies, beware of onions, spirits, flatulence, and tobacco. 4. When making a formal call on a lady, hat and gloves should be in his hands, and although happy demeanor may, his pantaloons should not betray his excitement. And 5. Men are expected to be extremely Men should be expected to be extremely active in the ballroom, while dancing hands should never touch the corset lest they spoil her dignity. If uncertain about their technique or gracefulness, it is suggested men dance with each other until they are more sure of themselves. And here we go. We got laxative powders. There we go. Mixed with milk, this medicine affords immediate relief after days of futile attempts on the commode and sleepless nights cursing the creator. Worry no more about rich and coarse foods. Finally, relief is at hand. 10 cents a box. Miscellaneous. Nastas, surname unknown, of Indian descent, has passed away at Bear Claw Cabin in Tall Trees. May you find God, my dear friend, Professor Harold McDougal, Esquire. Aw, he wrote his obituary. Missing person. Sam Odessa. Oh boy. Age 35, disappeared from his home 6 weeks ago, possibly heading west towards California. His wife, Elena, seeks any information as to his whereabouts. Sam Odessa is a stranger task that you can find. Spoiler, he dies. He tries to go to California and you find his corpse and he's dead. It's cool to have him in the newspaper though. Make your hard-earned money work for you. Daily poker and Jack Black tables at the Blackwater Saloon. Serious gamblers only. Yeah, there is a serious room. Dorothy Maygrave wishes to retract the hasty and somewhat hopeful notice of her husband's death. Archie May Groove is decidedly alive, well, and for the time being sober. Medicine for the finest quality. Unknown origin, but efficacy unequated. Dr. Francis A. Gallagher, General Practitioner, Thieves Landing, New Austin. Experienced and punctual stenographer of trustworthy appearance announces that he is available for office work. Swift and proficient despite slight oral impairment. No references available at this time. It ain't pride, it's honor. And then we have one more paper, but we will hold off on reading this one until after this mission or two. Look, I didn't want to have this stream be 1911 newspaper simulator, but here we are.
How do you do, sir?
Hey, how do you do?
All right, we should get moving.
We gotta ride all the way to McFarland's ranch. Come on, Jack.
Let's go.
Come on, boy, ride. Ride, boy.
How you feeling, Jack?
I'm feeling almost.
Feeling almost?
We got a decent ride ahead of us.
I've never been to Hennigan's Stead. How do you know these ranchers?
I met them while I was away. The McFarlands are good people. We need folks we can trust right now.
How?
I was sick and they looked after me.
Sick how?
You sure got a lot of questions.
I don't often get a chance to ask them. Was it a gentleman's complaint? What do they call it? The morning drip?
Good God, boy, no! Where do you learn these things?
Uncle told me about it.
Well, he'd know, the dirty old fool. No, I just got weak for a while. Acted foolishly, got in trouble. Guess I was a little out of practice.
Indeed. But we're going to take Jack, our only son, through Thieves Landing. Why not?
Hey, Pa!
What?
Where were you all that time? Where'd you go?
What'd your mother tell you?
She said it was some kind of important government business.
That's about right. Some people thought I owed them some favors.
Why did they take us away?
They thought it wasn't safe for you here by yourself. Those men harm you?
No, they're okay. Some of them even told me stories. I think I'd like to be a government man one day. Or a politician.
I'd rather you chose an honest profession.
Like you mean?
I know I ain't been the best father, Jack. I made some bad choices. But all that life, it's over now.
Yeah. Jack wants to be a politician. He wants to be a good government boy.
Paul, was it something to do with Mr. Dutch and Bill? Why you went away?
Who told you that?
I kept hearing people say their names. That's all.
Yeah, I caught up with Bill and Dutch. We had some old business needed settling.
Where are they now?
They're gone, son. We won't be seeing them again.
Look out!
You look out!
They was just good men who turned bad. I'll explain it to you one day.
And what does that make you?
I guess I'm a bad man who tried to be a good father. I don't know. Every man has a right to change. A chance of forgiveness. Ain't that what the good book says? There's the ranch. Come on. Let's see if we can find Mr. McFarland.
Yeah, but how much can be forgiven?
Whoa.
John Marston. Now, there's a face I thought I'd never see again. Some of our public servants in Blackwater sent you back on another homicidal errand to protect and save us from Lord only knows what.
Thankfully not, sir. I was hoping you might still be able to sell me some cattle.
My boy, it would be a pleasure. Bonnie's out in the crowd now. She'll be more than happy to help you.
More than happy, huh?
Take care now, Mr. McFarland. Good luck.
Let's cap him. Let's shoot him in the back of the head now.
Let's go. All right, Jack. You're gonna have an important job. I want you to lead the herd while I drive them from the back. Keep us all moving in the right direction.
Sure, Paul. I can do that, no problem.
And if you see cows straying off, can you help me round them up?
I'll do my best, sir.
Hey, Bonnie. What's up?
Good Lord, do my eyes deceive me? A devil walks among us.
I said I'd be back when this was all over, Miss McFarland. After the barn fire, you remember?
Of course I remember. I just didn't believe a word of it. So, you've come for some cattle?
Yeah, I'm finally starting up my farm again. Or trying to, at least.
You'll be fine. You've been taught well. Come on, then.
Like, teach me a damn thing. You teach me shit. Teach me a goddamn thing. Teach you nothing.
Let's go.
Come.
Oh, boy.
All right, let's get them moving. Let's go.
How many cows did we buy? How much did this cost?
Jack, keep them headed towards the river. Get a move on.
Yeah, really. How many cows did we buy? Well, how much did those cost?
So you get them off the ranch.
Good luck, John. Come back and see us sometime.
So, what happened? Last I heard you were headed for some exotic escapade in Mexico.
It's a long story. Too long to tell without a drink in my hand.
Back to the riddles, I see. And Mr. Williamson?
Let's just say Bill and I settled our differences.
Go!
He's dead.
Forward!
So, is this your boy?
Yeah. Say hello to Miss McFarland, Jack.
Hello?
Ah, the arrogance of youth. He gets a little fur on his lip and he thinks he knows best all of a sudden.
Must take after his father.
It's true.
How's your wife?
She's well, I think. We haven't had much time to talk yet.
We did
Well,
fuck, though.
I'm glad you're back together again. Looks like you got him under control. I best get back to Pa.
Nice to see you again, Miss McFarland. And thanks for
Call me
everything.
Bonnie, you don't.
Jack,
I ain't getting
we
too
need to
close
move
with
him
you now.
across the river. Yeah.
I wonder if this is actually like how easy it is. Not easy, but you know what I mean. Like is this really how cattle's herded? Just kind of like have some horses and scare the shit out of them, make them move. Ever seen City Slickers? Anyway.
Yeah. You're doing a good job, son. Just lead them straight up the hill towards home.
Will do, Paul.
We basically went from like we basically crossed the whole state.
Come on. Move, let's go. Come on, easy up now.
Herding these cattle, man. We're gonna keep them moving, man. Keep them moving. Come on, Jack. That is a lot of steak. Say it now. A lot of steak. I wish I had just one of these in my freezer. That'd have been nice.
Slow it up now. Hold up, Jack. This don't look right. I'll deal with this. Stay with the herd, Jack. Come on. Don't make me kill you. Who else wants some?
Bunch of senseless killing. Y'all threw all your lives away for some
I
cows.
think that's all of them. Jack, wait there, I'm coming. You all right? You're not hurt, are you?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I wasn't scared, honest.
Sorry you had to see that, son. Those men won't be stealing from anybody else. Jack, head left up the road towards home.
I know where I'm going, Paul.
There are parts in this
Yeah.
part where Jack does get kind of shitty for no reason. I don't know. He's young. By the way, little cool thing. The guy that voices Jack Marston in this game, if you ever watched No Country for Old Men, he is the boy that gives Anton Chigurh his shirt at the very end of the movie. Same voice actor. And I could tell it right away. As soon as I saw that movie, I saw No Country for Old Men only like 5 years ago.
Let's go.
As soon as that scene happened, I was like, that's Jack Marston. That's fucking Jack Marston. I looked it up. I was right. I was impressed. Little moment. I have little moments. I can spot a voice.
Slow up.
What are you doing to
Whoa
those cows?
there. Move.
Let's go, cows.
This isn't going very well, is it, Paul?
Oh, great. We're having a great time. We met my side piece, got a bunch of steak home for your mom to make, and I killed a bunch of dudes. It's going great. Shut your mouth,
Let's
boy.
go.
All right. Now lead them into the pen. Come on. Here we are. I'm proud of you, son.
Thanks, Paul.
That's got to be more exciting than those books of yours. Nice work, son.
We made it.
You did real good out there. Go on. Hit your horse and wait for me by the stable.
I got a hitch.
That's a fine herd we got ourselves.
So we're ready?
Did a good job, son. Nice shooting.
Thanks, Paul.
Make a rancher of you yet.
Everything's gonna be okay. Alrighty. Yeah, we got Abigail and we got Jack still here. And you know what? How much time do you think we got? I can either rush this and stay up late and debating if I should. You know what? We'll read the paper. Let's read the paper, right? We'll read the paper and then we'll make our decision if we're going to stay up later, all right? Because it is almost midnight on the East Coast. I have work in the morning. I'm at the very tail end of this game, so who knows? Maybe we might do Red Dead Monday. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, let's go ahead and read the paper. A little known fact: John Marston can't read. He just likes the little pictures. Here we go. All right, the Blackwater Ledger. Bank robbery foiled by government agents. Your tax dollars hard at work. Dutch van der Linde's reign of terror and violence in West Elizabeth shows no sign of subsiding. Following a bank robbery attempt that claimed the lives of several innocent victims, van der Linde and his associates entered the First National Bank of Blackwater, coerced employees at gunpoint to empty the money from the vaults, and were about to make their escape when lawmen and government agents surrounded the area. After a bloody siege, lawmen stormed the building, but van der Linde fled the scene with a hostage in an automobile. Van der Linde was chased to an old lodging camp at Broken Tree, where another violent altercation ensued. Even though van der Linde's body was not identified amongst the dead, many gang members, including the natives, were killed. A spokesman for federal agents assigned to Blackwater hailed this as an important victory over the primitive and unprincipled forces that seek to undermine the freedoms and safety of the great American people. Despite repeated and relentless attempts to civilize the native population in West Elizabeth, it is feared the charismatic van der Linde will not struggle to recruit further disaffected youth. Sanchez's government falls. Suddenly, Mexico has a new president. General Ignacio Sanchez's government was swept from power yesterday as supporters of Abraham Reyes ransacked the president's palace, and Mr. Reyes assumed control of the country. After weeks of fighting in and around the capital, food riots across the country, and bloody battles being fought in many provinces, events turned quickly when the 5th Mexican Cavalry Division, which maintains a large garrison near the capital, switched its allegiance from General Sanchez to Mr. Reyes, following Mr. Reyes' promise to increase army pay and double leave. General Sanchez is believed to have fled the capital and gone into hiding, although conflicting reports suggest that he may have been killed in bloody fighting. Mr. Reyes noted that this was a great day for Mexico. Finally, my people, the people of this proud and valiant land are free. A new golden age for our country is just beginning. First, we need a period of stability, and then elections and a place on the world stage. Mr. Reyes then announced a 3-day fiesta declaring a national holiday. Rioting continued across much of the country, while initial reports suggest up to 100,000 may have died in the conflict. The Mexican War was a really, really bad conflict, it was. La Sope Parisine, toilet water and perfume. For the body, toilet, or infirmary. The unique and lasting in something. Well, whatever. It's too small. The text in this is a little small. Alrighty. Unrest in the East. Great Britain versus Germany. The British nation's power upon the sea has been unapproached. However, a great rival is rising. Long has Germany desired expansion. Reports indicate the country is laying heavier and heavier levies upon her people in order to fund the formation of a mighty navy. Britain and Germany devote much of their industrial base to the production of weapons of war at a crushing cost of money. These engines of destruction are now seen in flying ships that rain death from above. With Europe heading seemingly closer and closer to war, people across the world are concerned as to how this will pan out. World War I on the horizon. The miracle of the telephone. Since the first experimental phone circuit was installed, the growth of the telephone business is a story of romance and science. The telephone company in certain cities reports nearly 60,000 calls per day requesting to know the time. Critics complain the telephone has made our citizens lazy and unable to read a watch. Oh my. Any new technology that comes through, everyone thinks it's the devil. The famous Bluehead Wonder Coaster. Sit high in the saddle on this improvised 1902 model. Now with detachable brakes. Optional railroad attachment for tots to play train. Furnished with a handsome tool bag and finely polished kerosene bicycle lamp with 2-quart reservoir, shines bright at night. Half of Americans living in cities. The prairies have gone quiet. The farms left for seed as more Americans escape to the glitz and glamour of the city. Old Dr. U.S. Census made his diagnosis of the condition of Uncle Sam and calculated that for the first time in history of this great country, more citizens reside in cities than in rural areas. Census questionnaires call for typical information as well as literacy school attendance, and whether or not a family member is a survivor of the Union or a Confederate Army. Census officials report attempts for information are especially difficult in former Confederate states where often government officials are fired upon or hanged. Such is the local custom. Yes, getting tired. Birth control techniques refuted. Members of the clergy strongly denounced the North American Birth Control League for spreading health misinformation and lies. Leaders responded that such misdeeds and misinformation is similar to that of pagan Rome, where babies were put to death for idle pleasure. We marry and lay with one another only to produce children, Reverend Adair Agatha told this publication. The blasphemous statements by the League turned the marriage chamber into a pleasure-seeking brothel, Agatha contends. Okay, halfway through. Massacre at the wreck of the Serendipity. This is us. Dozens of dead bodies were discovered at the wreck of the Serendipity in southwest Great Plains. Most of the corpses were identified as wanted criminals and kicked into the river. The Serendipity, once a glorious steamboat, but now little more than a wrecked hull, has become a known meeting spot for thieves, smugglers, and general lowlife in recent years. Government agents in Blackwater have refused to comment, and local police say they have no interest in investigating the incident, attributing it to either divine retribution or, for the more godless among us, Darwinian natural selection. Federal government increases taxes, extends reach further. Lawmakers in Washington agreed to increase federal income tax again last week to pay for massive expansion in the federal government. Most of the expansion will be in the form of added bureaucracy, with plans to triple the number of civil servants within 12 months in order to better track the work done by government departments and allocate spending more accurately. The government also vowed to increase health care provision for government workers and build a large number of impressive federal buildings across the country. A significant increase in military expenditure has also been mooted, but not yet agreed to. Dr. Luster's Everhold Petroleum and Gelatin Pomade. Nothing beats the sheen and hold of a hair product extracted and rendered from pig bones and pure crude petroleum. Stands firm in the finest of prairie winds or tavern bars. A marvelous dressing for the hair and mustache. Oh boy. Safety coffin saves young bride. Florence Snyder, 13, was set to be married when she was stricken with a terrible case of cholera and seemingly died. Her betrothed, Cecil Perkins, weeping by her graveside, pledged to never marry as his heart was so rent asunder. Laying awake at night, he began to hear a faint bell. Leaving in only his bedclothes, he followed the sound to the graveyard, where he found the bell above her grave ringing. Miss Perkins had requested a P.J. Winderstein's safety coffin for his love. Furiously digging with his hands and spade, he retrieved her from her tomb. Weakened but mercifully alive, having been in a state of cholera shock with low blood pressures mimicking death. That's a real thing. That is a real thing. Back in the day, they used to have safety coffins where if they buried you, this is why we embalm people now. They would bury you and they'd have a little string where if you woke up and you were buried alive, you would pull this thing and ring a bell. I'm not making that up. L. Percy Fiddler Toy Company. Sailor Doll. That is creepy as fuck. Creepy as fuck. Sailor Doll. Jointed. Indestructible head. Okay. Moving eyes with real hair and teeth. Ah! The little boy who always smiles and does what he is told. Make him scrub the poop deck or go down below. That's fucked up. Alright. Professor advocates prairie preservation. Professor Hector L. Burgess has been touring areas of West Elizabeth in recent weeks in an attempt to rally support for a movement to preserve and protect wildlife habitat. Professor Burgess, who has spent the past 15 years in the academic study of fauna and flora in the West, but who until recently had never left New York City, is convinced that in hunting is not brought under some form of legal control, certain species of animal may be wiped out entirely. He claims that before white settlers arrived in the West, around 50 million buffalo roamed the plains, but that this number may now be in the hundreds or even less. Burgess also believes that areas of both New Austin and West Elizabeth are prime locations for the establishment of a national park to rival Yellowstone in Wyoming. We say to Professor Burgess that the majority of the rural population remains extremely resistant to any form of prairie conservation, which we view as an attempt on the part of the urban elite to expropriate land, property, and national resources for their own nefarious gain. Aeroplane flies from coast to coast in under 30 days. While most prefer the relaxed flight upon the dirigible, those who desire to understand the aeroplane need only speak with Horace L. Custis, who piloted from coast to coast in 30 days. This most groundbreaking of sciences, airbound locomotion, promises to allow travelers the freedom to take to the skies and visit the coast with ease and comfort, with flight times from New York to New Austin in as little as 21 days, and San Francisco to New Austin in as little as 16 days. About time. All right, here we go. Last column. The East Asia Corn and Bunion Annihilator. Effects an incredible and also can be used on mouth and genital sores. Oh God. Burns to the bone. Chemically pure ingredients ensure a volatile reaction when applied to any corn or bunion. Completely safe when directions are faithfully followed. Relief guaranteed. We have tried it ourselves. Okay. Miscellaneous. Blackwater Bank manager Mr. Harmon Weinstein has been found dead near Broken Tree. We are told that he will be sorely missed by some. Aw. Unwed and childless ladies, why not learn a career? Telegraph operating classes twice weekly at the Blackwater post office. That was a big gig for women back then, as telephone operators. Certificate of horse steeds for purchase. Dutch warm bloods, Highland chestnuts, and Welsh mountains of the finest lineage. S.M. Neely, Ship Chandelier, and Grocer Blackwater. The volcanic pistol is a sidearm that will never go out of fashion. Modernity is not a substitute for craftsmanship. Long stock that must clear quickly. Jeb Murphy, gunsmith, Armadillo, New Austin. Muriel Scranton, loving wife of Joseph Scranton, was killed by gunshot to the head in the First National Bank of Blackwater. Aw, Muriel Scranton, that was her name. Children between 10 and 14 years of age sought for mining work. Good wages and conditions. Must be slender and comfortable with confined spaces. For all your dynamite needs, both professional and recreational, visit the Manzanita Training Company, Tall Trees. Don't you look fine and dandy? I think these are cheat codes, actually. I think these are cheat codes. Yep, that's it. Okay, so we'll put that there. Let's see here. Yeah, it is 12 o'clock. So, crap. Can't go into the house without doing a mission. Alright, why don't we just do this one mission? It'll be our last mission, and then we'll go to bed? No. You know what? No, we won't. We're going to stand here. I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to go full screen, and I'm going to say my goodbyes to everyone. So everyone who has come through, thank you so much for checking out the stream tonight. We are not able to get Red Dead done before October. It's okay. Look, Undead Nightmare is not as long as this. And, what's there to say, right? Undead Nightmare is a great game. And we technically could start playing Undead Nightmare next week, because it all happens within the Marston Ranch. So, you know, we could. Or maybe we'll be back with Red Dead on Monday. Who knows? I'm itching to play Mortal Kombat, but to be honest, could play this again. Who knows? All right, so thanks for everybody for coming through. Ari for coming through, thank you so much. Dee for coming through. Jason, thank you so much for coming through as well. Did anyone else come through that I'm, going to mention here on here? We had a couple of first-time chatters that was really good. CJ the Snowboarder, thank you so much for coming through. What is this? Who is Little Maggie Pie? Thank you for coming through. It's okay. Chat not that active this night, but you know what? It's okay, and I'm glad you guys are here with me. And hey, check it out. Got something here for you guys. Are you ready for this? Here we go. YouTube people. See, we always got to do our conclusion and address the nice people on YouTube. Just let you know, hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, well, I mean, where else would you be watching this after 14 days being on Twitch? The VOD goes away. But if you're on YouTube, you're watching this on the stream replay, always know YouTube puts a video right here. You might like it, you might not. Who the hell knows? I don't know what you like. If I knew what you liked, I'd be doing that way more often and become way more popular. But YouTube thinks you'd like this. That's fine. I think that you like this playlist. I did a lot of time on this. I worked really hard on this. Whatever this is that I'm putting here, I worked really hard on it. And right up here, you can subscribe to the Stream Archive channel. And we'll see you next time, YouTube people. Bye-bye, YouTube people. Bye-bye.